What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel. And today we're going to be unboxing the new WrestleMania 41 Elite Collection and building Howard Finkel. Stay tuned. The road to WrestleMania has officially begun, and WrestleMania 41 is right in front of us. And today we're going to be unboxing the new WrestleMania 41 Elite Collection by Mattel. And it's going to feature Bianca Belair, Bret Hart, the immortal Hulk Hogan, and Seth freaking Rollins. And today we're going to be also building the new Howard Finkel. Now, Howard Finkel has had a Build-A-Figure in the past back here, and we're going to compare it old to new. I don't think there's much changes, but it is apparently based off of WrestleMania 6, and it says, announcer Howard Finkel was the in-ring voice for WWE over 3 decades. So we will be building that at the very end, starting off, though, with this Bianca Belair. Love Bianca from Knoxville, Tennessee, 5 feet 7 inches, and her finisher is the KOD. The EST of WWE was ready for Asuka at WrestleMania 39, where she walked away victorious as the Raw Women's Champion. WWE Women's Champion, Raw Women's Champion, and SmackDown Women's Champion, a very decorated superstar in her own right. I was excited about this figure because I was at WrestleMania 39. Mattel had a lot of us out, the influencers, myself, My Damn Toys, Brett O Live. We all sat together and enjoyed WrestleMania 39 together. It was a great time. You know, the Fig guys were there. Fig Cave was there. A lot of great names in the wrestling figure community. So I am stoked to see some of these figures emulated from that day. She comes with fists, which I'll put off to the side. Open hands, which I will put off to the side. And of course, Howard Finkel's head. Because in true fashion, how could a Bianca Belair figure not come with Howard Finkel's head? And we're going to take her out now. If you're a returning member of the Fig Heel YouTube channel, you know how much disdain I have for the way that Mattel wraps their figures into these packages. It's not really necessary. All these little ties, these figures are not going to fall apart like that. But beggars can't be choosers. I am not going to complain too much about it, but this thing is really wrapped up in there. Wrapped around her ponytail. Jeez. Really did not want this thing coming apart, did you, Mattel? There we go. Going to put her belt over there. And we're going to take a look at everything now. A lot of beautiful molding on her gear. Check that out. Very textured. She's got the Hollywood Walk of Fame Bianca Belair logo right on the chest. Looks like she has removable earrings on both sides as well as her removable glasses. A great likeness. She has the bangs hanging down in the front end. Her signature ponytail. But this thing looks incredible with the glasses on. I think this is my Bianca Belair that I'm going to display. And I don't see this figure getting too much love, surprisingly enough. She's got EST on the knee pads, gold boots with even different shades of gold, piping it and trimmed on the front. She's got the garters with the lips all over. Very cool. Up and down her arms as well as the stars there. Very Hollywood-esque because WWE went Hollywood for WrestleMania 39. And she comes with the women's tag team, the women's championship here, and it has Bianca Belair tags on it, which I love to see. The fact that Mattel is going that route and personalizing the championships just brings these things to a whole nother level. Awesome. Looks beautiful. We're going to put it right over her shoulder so that she can kind of just hug that thing a little bit. Very cool. Displays very well. Again, I love the textured detail on this singlet. I think it makes it look very good and unique. And also the gold lips right there on the throat and the tie on the back. Paying attention to detail is going to get you points over here on the Fig Heel YouTube channel. You'll love to see it. I'm going to put her right there. So, very, very cool. Honestly, that might be one of my favorite Bianca Belairs that I've gotten. So, moving on, we're going to take a look at Bret the Hitman Hart. From Calgary, Alberta, Canada, 6 foot 0 inches, 235 pounds, and his finisher is the sharpshooter. The Hitman destroyed Bad News Brown's Battle Royal trophy after he was double-crossed by the hated villain at WrestleMania 4. WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, and World Tag Team Champion. Check out this young Bret the Hitman stud right there on the back. You'll love to see it. Biggest miss, though. Sorry, Mattel. Biggest miss was not including the trophy for him to break. How could you not? I feel like that was a given. This is a figure I've wanted for a long time. Since I've been collecting Mattels, and in my head, I just assumed it was always going to come with the trophy. The fact that it didn't, huge miss. All right, missed opportunity there, but we're going to take a look at the figure itself. I get it. It's a Build-A-Figure. It's got other things coming with it. The budget on everything isn't exactly there. But man, I really think we needed it. We needed that trophy. But all right, we're going to take Howard Finkel's suit top out. We're going to take Bret's hands off. And then we're going to really assess this bad boy. I'll be honest. When I first saw this revealed, I hated this figure. I thought the head looked weird. On my podcast, the Case Fresh podcast, I said that his eyes had a very E.T.-esque look to them, and they kind of do still, but now that it's in hand, this thing looks so much better than it did on display at San Diego Comic-Con that this might be one of the best Bret heads that Mattel's done in quite some time. It does look a lot like him. I think the hair is very well done. I like that the strands aren't too much in front of his face. You know, this is babyface Bret, and I don't mean babyface as in terms of wrestling. I mean, he had a babyface then on him, his actual face. But you'll notice that the heart there on the singlet, the pink tights with the black and white stripe down the side, his signature boots piped in the pink with the stars on them. Very, very cool, man. Very toyetic man that this guy is. And this guy is none other than Bret the Hitman Hart. The excellence of executioner. You got to put the hands up like that. But as I said, there's one glaring piece missing from this, and that is the trophy. The fact that they even talk about it on the packaging kills me. We needed that trophy. Absolutely needed it. The heart does not line up very well. You kind of got to set it in an awkward position, but once it's there, he stays. And now we're going to take a look at the immortal Hulk Hogan. And initially, a lot of people thought that this was a complete re-release of this figure from Elite Series 34, but it is not. It is not. So I am not even going to compare it to this. This is a standalone figure on its own. Same era, different figure. So, Hulk Hogan. Check it out right there. Very cool. So, from Venice Beach, California, 6 feet 7 inches, 302 pounds. His finisher is the leg drop. WWE Champion, WCW Champion, World Tag Team Champion. Hulk Hogan's really getting the treatment in these pay-per-view sets. At WrestleMania 30 in the Superdome. Didn't he call it the Silverdome? The Immortal One reminisced about slamming Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3 in the Silverdome. That's funny. I didn't even finish reading it, and that's exactly what it says. I remember when he said that, the crowd was kind of like, boo, no, and he kind of smiled and looked around like, oh, damn, I messed up. Very, very cool to be emulating this in plastic. We're going to take it out. He comes with the Fink's arms, his microphone, and his hands. So, as usual, I'm going to take this out. Now, a lot of people, when this was revealed, were saying, oh, I don't need Hulk Hogan like that. I don't need that era of Hulk Hogan. I like it. From what I'm seeing right now, I think this figure looks great, but we're going to really break it down a little bit in a minute. Popping out his hands first. My God, Mattel, we got to do something about these ties. They're absolutely insane. If the bubble is fitting and formed around the figure, you really don't need them in there. I've opened figures for 35 years. You do not need them in there if the bubble is made correctly. So let's kind of cut that out, man. Unless it's something small like glasses that are off to the side, something that really needs to be pinned in is fine, but these figures do not need to be. All right. So we're going to take his glasses off. I thought this was a removable headband, but it's not. It's part of the sculpt. So new head here. And it is not a Velcro shirt, which you love to see. Great likeness on Terry there. The bandana head is excellent. Looks just like him. Older in the face. You got the wrinkles. He's got his tattoos, which is nice to see. Right there. What's it say? It says like, I am that I am. He has other ones, doesn't he? He's got one on his wrist here. I can't really read what it says because of the light. Doesn't he have Immortal somewhere? He's got another one on this wrist. Either way, very, very cool. Black pants. Those are basically the only thing that's the same about the WrestleMania 34. He has the Hulk's Rules shirt. I remember when this first came out, people were saying, oh, they got the shirt wrong. It's supposed to say Hulk Rules. No, this was Hulk's Rules. And on the back, it says, train, eat your vitamins, say your prayers, believe in yourself, brother, and says Hulk Hogan. Very, very cool. Now, you got to have the glasses on. The glasses really tie this thing together and really make this this head sculpt that much better. Look at that. The Immortal one. Then you throw the boa on, and you're just taking this thing to the next level, man. Like, you are just... Look at that. I am a real American. Look at that thing. I love this figure. I love this. This might be one of my favorite figures in this set. I know there's a lot of hate on the Hulk figures, but when they come out, man, they bang them out. They do them good. They do them good. The arms are on point. The tan is on point. The shirt is beautifully done. Very form-fitting, accurate. Oops, burped right there. I got to leave that in. We're leaving the burp in. If you heard it, comment below. Tell me, what do you give it? Like a 3 out of 10 for that burp right there. It kind of slipped out. But Hulk Hogan here. Oh my God, that's funny. All right, gonna leave him there. And then, last but not least, we have Seth freaking Rollins. Before we build Howard Finkel, he is a visionary, a revolutionary. He is Seth freaking Rollins from Davenport, Iowa, 6 feet 1 inches, 225 pounds, and his finisher is the curb stomp. The visionary showed Logan Paul what it takes to be a main event WWE superstar when he stomped his way to victory at WrestleMania 39. He is a former World Heavyweight Champion, Universal Champion, and WWE Champion. Now, as I said, I was at WrestleMania 39. You know, that's where I met My Damn Toys and became friends with Trey. It's where I met Mr. Bret O. And honestly, but when I first met him, I thought his name was Bret Olive, not Bret O Live. I'm such an idiot. And me and Trey get a crack out of that. Shout out to Trey over at MDT. But we have a lot. Oh my God. There is a lot of hands in this figure. And I have seen this figure on quite a few people's top figures of the year for 2024 because technically this was released in 2024 because Ringside got it. But for me, what I count of releases is based on when it was going to be at retail. Everybody's different. That's just how I see it because Mattel intends this to be a retail release of 2025. So I didn't make it eligible. But to be honest, I really don't think it would have made my top 5 anyway. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more. Imagine the entrance gear on this thing. It would have been epic. But we all know that wasn't going to happen unless it was an Ultimate. Pink on pink. Looks great. He's got this little belt up there that looks great. The fluffy belt. The likeness is excellent. You know, we have this in Knuckle Cruncher form, and now we have it in Elite form. I think the chest hair is a little bit too dark. Like, it's super, super black. To me, it's like almost darker than the hair on his face. He's got the blonde fade right there, that little ombre. The pink pops. Check out all the puffiness in the pockets. All new molds up here. Looks great. You got to put those Seth Rollins hands on there, right? The conductor hands are a must, in my opinion. If I can get them, I always have trouble with the conductor hands. You know why? Because I have big fingers and there's not much for me to grip onto. So there it is. He's doing his fingers. He's conducting the crowd, singing the song. This is a great figure. This is an excellent, excellent figure. The likeness is spot on. The paint apps are great. To me, honestly, the only downfall is the fact that he doesn't have entrance gear. You'll notice a lot of lippage back here in the crotch piece right there where the torso meets. A lot of extra space there. I hate that. That is something that I hate. I want all of my joints and pieces to be uniform and flush together. So that I would neg it as automatically. But on display, on a shelf, this thing looks great. Notice I don't have the arms perfectly done because I am in the middle of doing a review, but very cool. I dig it. It's not a top 10 figure for me, but it is very, very good. And now, the moment I've been waiting for, I want to compare these Finks. All right, so let's see. All right. You got to make sure that the pieces are lined up and they go in so much easier. I used to just try and ram things in there and then realize, like, oh, wait a minute. I'm not doing it right. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take that out. I want this. I want the open hand on here. Slide that in. The Fink, Howard Finkel, an absolute legend in the world of wrestling, now getting his second Mattel Elite figure, which is pretty cool. I'm sure the Fink is smiling down on us as we do this. All right. Gonna put his microphone in his hand. Very stiff, but I will say this is much better quality than that of the Royal Rumble collection. Great Khali. There we go. Oh. All right, let's see. All right, comparing the two. First off, the look of the pinless joints is much better on this one with the new articulation in the elbow. Very good. It loses a couple I neg it a little bit because, like, for instance, this sleeve has like the buttons, and I think that's very cool. Like when he's holding it, you can see the buttons in his sleeve. This one does not have that. The hair is almost exact. It's just a little bit darker on the original. This one's a little bit more accurate blonde, but I think the head looks better on the original. The W on the microphone looks better on the original as well. But the head, actually the microphone in general looks better on the original, and the head looks better on the original. I think the true effects on this head is a little bit weird. It does have like a 5 o'clock shadow, which is a nice little detail. But I like this one better. I like the OG. Overall. Damn, this is tough. Which one am I going to put on display? How about you guys help me? Comment below which one I'll put on display. Like, even the shoes on the original are better. Look, they're more accurate shoes. Like, it has like a little bit of a lip right there with the heel. The new ones are just completely flat. They're like wrestling boots. Yep, they're like wrestling boots on this one. That's junk. Yeah, I gotta go with the original. This one actually has dress shoes. This one has wrestling boots on. So, bummer. I was hoping to upgrade the Fink, but I think I'm downgrading the Fink if I put that out there. So, man, what a fun unboxing. All right, we got Bianca Belair and Seth Rollins from WrestleMania 39. We've got Hulk Hogan from WrestleMania 30. And we have Bret the Hitman Hart from WrestleMania 4. And over here, WrestleMania 6, was it? Of Howard Finkel. But I'm not going to be keeping the new one on display. I'm going to be displaying the original. So comment below your favorites, but here's mine. All right, I'm going to break it down. This is my number 1 in the set, Hulk Hogan. Number 2, I got to go with Bianca Belair. Number 3 is Bret Hart. Number 4 for me personally is Seth Rollins, and number 5 is going to be the new Howard Finkel. That's my breakdown of the top 5 of these figures. So comment below how you would rank them, but that's my personal feelings. I love the Hulk. I think the Hulk's excellent. Same thing with Bianca, all that new tooling, really good. I dig the Seth Rollins, it's just missing a lot. I dig the Bret Hart, he's just missing the trophy. So hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at FigHeel. Twitter is at TheFigHeel. Pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now on Amazon.com, or simply go to HeelBooks.com. Make sure you join Whatnot at WhatHeal.com, and you will get $15 off your first purchase. We will see you on the next one, guys. Thank you for joining. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need FigHeel's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 5,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With shots by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Premium full-color and value black and white editions available now on Amazon.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeal.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.